All right, that song's giving me anxiety. We're changing it. Oh my gosh. All right, so skimming over a few of the rules here for the draft. Of course, here in the July Draft Cup, we're looking at the draft order right now. For the finger-licking foragers, we have Fizz, the captain. He's going to have 3 selections to make throughout this evening. Of course, underneath him from the Detroit Deers, we have Fish, and from Team Spleen, we have Spleen. The Toronto Turtles being represented by Noxu, the Pub Stars being represented by Skiztastic there in the 5th draft pick position. Kylar from the Maui Monkeys picking 6th in the round. M-Dub representing the Midwest Shrimp Riders. I should probably have a sheet in front of me with all the team names on it, but the Midwest Shrimp Riders represented by M-Dub, and then the Orlando Otters represented by Chaser. The Bolivia Bitcoin Bandits represented by Flaccid Lettuce. The Yosemite Bobcats represented by Rambone. The Chico Chimps represented by Wendy's Cashier. The Boston Barrage represented by Derek. The San Jose Surge represented by K-Spire. The Brooklyn Bandits represented by Hugh Silver. And I don't remember what this team name was. If Mace is in the chat, give me what your team name is. I was told it's the letter D and the letter N. I don't know if that's what you want to roll with, but for Team DN, we got Mace. And then final pick of the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round, Rodeo from the Miami Vice. We'll see how it goes. Astronauts in the Ocean, I'm assuming that's what it is, but I've been given 3 different variants to pick from, and I don't know which one he wants to go with. So, you know, it is what it is. If Chase is out there, let me know, please. But each captain is going to get 1 minute and 30 seconds to make their pick. Of course, there's a wide variety of talents out there to choose from, and it's going to be interesting. Just from the pro scene alone, I think we have, 12 people to choose from? Of course, Flappagas, Bray, Donut, Rasp, Dino Mike, Raminator, Tank, Walster, Timothy the Sheep, Dave, Chicken Noodle Soup, and T. All probably going to be going in the 1st round. It'll be interesting to see how that works out. But a lot of talents. We have 12 contestants from Pro, we have 19 players from Challenger, and we have 32 from the Intermediate Division. I think that's our widest variety of players and talents across the board. From the Open Division, we have 23 players, and then from our West Divisions, we have 5 from the Masters Division and 6 from the Contenders Division. Myself included. I hope I don't get drafted. And of course, we have a wide variety of people that haven't played last season in SPL. We have 17 people. Cape, of course, being one of the most prolific in that category. We'll see if any of those players get picked or not. It'll be interesting. Yeah, 48 picks to be had. Of course, to give you a little brief overview, each team is going to get 3 picks throughout this draft, and they're going to have an extra 5th slot. 4 of these spots are on your screen. The 5th one is a free agency sign. So if you don't get picked in the draft, you still can get signed as a free agent, as an emergency player, or just a regular starter. Who's to say if you're that good? That's your bag to carry. And yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, throw them out. I'll try to keep up with chat, but you know, this is probably gonna get more views than our league games. Free agency is basically your 5th player, your 4th pick. With that case and scenario, it's first come, first serve. So it's gonna be what it is, like it do, and we'll see what happens. Blue stating his want to go with his OG captain, but we'll see how this one goes. Of course, you know, we'll split up all the teams into groups of 4 groups of 4. They're gonna play everybody in their group one time, and at the end of the week, we'll take the top 2 teams out of each group. We'll put them into a bracket format. It's the same as Pro. You know, 8 teams in the 1st round, 4 teams in the 2nd round, semifinals, finals, etc. You do you, I do me. But top 2 teams from each group going to make it into this playoff bracket. We'll see how it goes, how you lean with it, rock with it, and yeah, that's going to be week number 2. Week number 1 is going to be a round robin format, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, C-Man pick first. C-Man might be first pick, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of talent out there. Dynamite, Raminator, Tank, of course, you know, also being on the ballot. I think it's going to play more into the hand of what the captain, what he plays. He's going to look for probably a pro high-end challenger player to better suit whatever holes they might have. As you know, Wendy's cashier, he plays more of like a 2 to a 1, so he might be looking for like a pickup like Resp, where he plays more of a 3. You know, trying to keep it balanced out there. But then if you're like a guy from the Maui Monkeys, Kylar, you know, you might be looking at Chicken Noodle Soup. Odds are he's picking up blue. But if you're looking at Chicken Noodle Soup, he plays an aggressive offensive game. Same with Flappagas. You know, they play a very aggressive offense. And, you know, if you play that 3, you're like MW, you know, you can play anywhere. You can fit in just about every facet of the game. You might be looking more for an offensive player for your first pick. A first pick's going to be a big one. It's going to be very large, very, very in charge, as some might even say. In the first round, there's probably going to be all 12 pro players probably, you know, going to get snatched away. Maybe 2 of the Masters Division players even. That takes us up to about 14, so maybe 2 Challenger players go in the first round. Maybe they don't. I think Valo is heavily slept on, and whichever team he goes to, I'm going to keep my eye on him out through the week. Not sure how many of these games will be broadcasted. I do have the color mod set up for all the casters. If they want it, DM me. If they don't, well, you just do you then. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Every captain, again, has 1 minute and 30 seconds to make their pick. We were going to do 2 minutes, but that's vastly way too much time. There's going to be 48 picks tonight. We want to get through to it and go to bed at a reasonable time. But I think whatever team doesn't pick me is going to have a really good chance at winning. And if a team does pick me, no, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Of course, if Orange doesn't go in these first 3 picks and he's going to be a free agency pickup, whichever team has to play against Team Orange is going to have a time. It's going to be a time. I'm not sure if they're going to have fun while they do it. It's going to be a lot of trash talk. And I'm praying it's going to be M-Dub. I'm praying. After seeing their little banters back and forth in the lobby chat, I'd love to see the combined effort of M-Dub and Orange. And it's just any lobby chat, you know. Be interesting. Is there a list of picks? No, I don't know where you could find one of those. How did it end already? It hasn't. These are the captains. This is the draft order. This is the order they're going to pick in. It's not a snake draft, so this is going to be every round. All 3 rounds of the drafts are going to be this order. Rodeo getting the shaft a little bit, but he is one of, you know, he's the reigning champion. You know, you can't really give him a decent spot whenever he's the top. But yeah, Arthur, too good to be picked. All right, you're just straight lying now. Yeah, so this is going to be like the draft order. I also have a slide so we can check out like what the draft picks were. These are the first, second, and third round. We'll do a little overview as we go through the slides, and of course we have our like overview where we can see the drafts live as they happen. Get first, second, third round picks. Captain on the top of the screen for each of these slides. And yeah, a lot of big names out there. A lot of returning brands. A lot of really good logos. My personal favorite, of course, being the Chico Chimps. We redacted his eyes, you know, helps keep his identity at bay. But yeah, this might be Pokemon music. It is indeed Pokemon Black and White. You got some good ears. But yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a fun time, and we'll see what happens. You guys like the B-roll footage? It's pretty neat. If you're from another league, do not steal this. I would be very sad if you did. So don't do that. But yeah, you guys, one of you guys, if you guys were in like custom lobbies the past 2 days, you might be on the ice for these. But because I would just join random custom lobbies, and I'm gonna probably keep doing it for the next few days. So if you're just chilling, doing whatever, you jump into a custom open lobby, you know, odds are if you see Henrik Sedini in there, you're gonna be in one of these reels. Yeah. But Orange wants to be picked by M-Dub. We'll see what happens. A lot of decisions to be made here tonight. And we're about 5 minutes away from perhaps the first pick. Yeah, most of the captains in the lobby, Flaccid Lettuce, T, some reason is in the lobby as well. Most of the captains are here and ready to rock, ready to roll. But yeah. I think C-Man actually might go in the first round, even though, you know, a lot of challengers are on the board. He's either going to be late first round or early second round. After seeing him last night in the 3v3 Central tournament, he played very well with Krooks and Wendy's Cashier. Made it to, I think, third place. All in all, I think we had 17 teams compete last night, 21 to sign up, 17 to compete, and they finished third. Not something that's easily done, especially when you're playing against like the Maui Monkeys and of course the Miami Vice, to name a few. Not something that's easily done. I think Seaman's really made a big name for himself, and we'll see if he goes early on in the draft. If it's not going to be the end of the first round, it's going to be probably midsection of the second. That's my expectations for that. And yeah, we'll just see what happens, you know. Of course, you know, there's a few signups that didn't make the cut, like Bombs dropping out a few minutes prior because he's going to be on vacation next week. So unfortunately, we will not have Bombs for this. Neither will we have Lemon Bond. Originally, he was going to be a captain, but, you know, duty calls. He's got to go fight crime and stuff. You can't see the fit. How are you supposed to guess? I mean, if you can guess it, in the B-roll right now, there's only like 2 games of footage. But this right here, oh, it hurts my heart to watch that. That's probably Kyler. Let's just be real. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it'll be interesting. T's not a captain. T's probably going to be going first round. Our pro players that we can pick from: Flappagas, Bray, Donuts, Resp, Dynamite, Raminator, Tank, Walster, Timothy the Sheep, Dave, Chicken Noodle Soup, and T. There's the 12 pro players that are free agents right now, looking to get drafted here, probably first round. Of course, everybody's expecting, if it's not going to be in the first 5 picks, Blue is going to the Maui Monkeys. I'm pretty sure that's just set in stone. It'll be interesting to see if that comes to be, or if another captain's going to say, nah, I'm going to snag him. After the draft is over, trades are allowed if both captains and both players agree to it. So we might see some trades after tonight's over with. But games start on the 14th, so it's our usual Wednesday to Sunday schedule. And if you got to play Monday, Tuesday, go for it. If not, we're going to start the bracket. But yeah, you got 5 players to get your games done. Do what you got to do to get the top 2 spots in your group. There are 4 groups, 4 teams each group. You play your own group 1 time, and then on Sunday, we will set everything in motion into the bracket. We will have to seed these after the broadcast is over, depending on the strength of the team and how, you know, we'll take into consideration things like player division, player potential, and other things like how roll a d20 and see if you get a nat, whatever the fuck, I don't know. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot, I skipped a slide. After this first week, it's gonna be, the draft cup is split up into 2 weeks. First week is gonna be the round robin play. Second week, the top 2 teams from each group make it into this bracket. It's just your regular 8-team bracket. You play your quarterfinal, your semifinals, going into the finals. Everything's a best of 3 except the finals. That's a best of 5. I'll be broadcasting most of the second week of play. I don't know how much I'm going to be around this next week to broadcast just regular league games. I think there's going to be 24 games all in all. Something that I haven't, you know, been able to attain in 1 week of Slapshot. I think T still holds the record for most games casted in a week. He had 16 last season. I had 15. I was right on his heels, but I burnt out on week number 5. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll cast as much as I can, and then whatever I don't, you know, it is what it is. Move on. Everyone's not here for the spotlight, but some people are, and we'll try to accommodate that at least a little bit. But yeah, if you haven't seen the draft order, here's the draft order. I think the first pick might be underway soon. Everybody in the draft waiting room is playing. Is that Trackmania? It's Trackmania. Like 90% of the captains right now are playing Trackmania. It's 9 o'clock sharp. Noxu just got home, so he's going to be opening up the spreadsheet and trying to get settled in here for the evening. It's probably going to take it'll take an hour and 12 minutes at most. Each team has 1 minute 30 seconds to make their pick, make their selection. If it goes over that, I don't know what we do. I think we just get Walser to go to their house and or maybe just mail them a pipe bomb. I'm not entirely sure, but Yeah, well, for legal reasons, that's a joke. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I got my eyes on the spreadsheet. I'm just gonna pray that this the way I have the slides set up works, because I have not tested it. I'm just gonna close my eyes, hope and pray, just like the rest of you back at home. We'll see what happens. Yeah, first pick going to Fizz, of course. You know, the finger-licking foreigners, or forengers, my bad. He gets the first pick. It looks like he's in the booth, doing his things. He's doing them well. See who gets the first pick. All right, the first pick has been made, and the finger-licking foreigners, I'll get this right at some point. The finger-licking forengers have made the selection of the one, the only, the Raminator. So congratulations to Rom being the first pick overall in the draft. You're going to the finger-licking forengers. We'll see how this one goes. Congratulations, Raminator. And, oh wow, man, really bringing in the big bucks. He's going to be playing with some of the best, some of the finest of SPL, and good luck to him. Can we get an oh wow in chat for him? That's what I like to see. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Good stuff all around. Of course, draft continues. Am I allowed to? No, I can't. Sad. Are they not updating the spreadsheet? That'd be great if we could do that. Oh, that'd be magnificent. It's so much easier. We're trying to... Nobody with sheet or spreadsheet edit access is online right now. It's... Oh, this is magnificent. I think the only people that have spreadsheet access to the draft sheet is Underdog and Noxu. Noxu just got home from work, and Underdog's doing Underdog things. Man, I don't have spreadsheet access. They never gave it to me. Yeah, Underdog's doing Underdog things. Don't worry about it. But the second round pick, the second overall pick here in round number 1 for the Detroit Deers, Fish has picked, and he has chosen, and he's wagered his options very closely. And he landed on the one, the only, Flapagast from the Orlando Otters. Congratulations to Flapagast going over the second round, or the second overall pick in SPL's July Draft Cup. Look at him go. He's doing things. He's doing it well. Gonna be making a big splash in the scene here this evening, and we'll watch him in close contention. Some of SPL's finest. I need to figure out another thing to say, because that that script is gonna get old very quickly. So Noxu's not even home right now, so Whew. Okay. Most people get drafted. We have vastly more players. We have vastly more players than we do draft picks. Only 48 people are going to end up drafted tonight. Going back to the draft order just to buy some time. First seed goes to Fizz. Second goes to Floppafish. Third is Team Spleen. Fourth for the Toronto Turtles. We have Noxu. Fifth for the Pub Stars. We have Skiztastic. In the 6th seed, we have from the Maui Monkeys, Kylar. 7th seed being the Midwest Shrimp Riders making the comeback. M-Dub going to be the captain of that team. I'm going to keep up. This is more hassle than it was to run the entire tournament and cast it at the same time. I can't do anything. I'm just here to cast it. I assumed Wallster had sheet access, but he didn't, and so yeah, the only one that's available is Underdog, and I don't know what Underdog's doing. He's doing Underdog things. Pretty cool. We're on our 3rd pick right now. It's Team Spleen. Whatever Spleen be doing, even if I don't even know if he's here or not. He was on the timer. I think the 130 is up, and if the timer does go out, you're moved to the bottom of the draft order, and at least that's what we talked about beforehand. There was no other like alternatives to it. This is going swimmingly. We got so far into the draft that we just don't know what to do anymore. Spleen is finally online. Spleen is starting to talk about his selections. What player will Team Spleen pick? You know, my guess, your guess is as good as mine, you know? Will it be Bray? Everyone's saying this is going to be Bray. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Bray. If it's not Bray, I don't know who it should be, you know? It's probably going to be Bray, right? He's going to steal blue! That's what it's all about! It's all about the smoke screen and mirrors! He could pick somebody completely random. He could pick Unglued Snail in the first round if he wants to. He could throw us all a curveball, spit on it a little bit, throw the slider in there. Just imagine. Just imagine. So, going to Team Spleen, the 3rd overall pick, the 3rd pick in the 1st round. Spleen has wagered his options, and he's finally made the selection. And his choice, 3rd overall in the draft, the one, the only, Dynamite from the Philadelphia Piglets. Congratulations to Dynamite. You're going to Team Spleen. Good luck on the season. Good luck on your games, and I wish you plenty of goals. Ray, of course, consulting Spleen on which one to pick. And a good one at that. Yeah, taking a look overall so far in round number 1, we've gone through 3 picks. Prominator going first overall over to Team Fizz, the finger-licking Foragers, and then second overall Flabbergas from the Orlando Otters, or I guess formerly the Orlando Otters. He's on the Detroit Deers now. He was picked up by Falapa Fish here in the first round, and we'll see how this one continues on. It's going to be interesting. Highly anticipating what this 4th pick might be. Of course, from the Toronto Turtles, Noxu's going to have this pick. And, you know, he's got a lot on his plate. He's got to take a lot into consideration. He could pick a plethora of different players out there on the ice. You know, he still has Bray, Donut, Rasp. He's got the likes of Tank out there waiting in the shadows. You know, Wallster, Timothy the Sheep, Chicken Noodle. There's plenty of people. There's plenty of people out there that he could possibly pick up, possibly put down. But, you know, he's wagering it. He's still thinking it through. And whoever he might stop on. Why do you keep mentioning Darketh? That's because Tank's like he's like the 8th listed player in the spreadsheet. You know, he's one of the top pro players. There's only 12 of them to mention. But going to the Toronto Turtles, the 4th overall pick in the draft, the one, the only, the former Miami Vice player, the former Columbus Clapper, the one, the only, T, has been selected in the 4th spot in the first round. Good stuff. We'll see how this one rolls. Congratulations to T, getting picked in the first round. A high honor. We'll see how this one continues on. Alright, I guess I'll just update the spreadsheet. You don't have to have edit access to update the spreadsheet. So far in the the first round, I don't know why I keep thinking it's the 3rd round. The 4th pick has been made. More discussion being had. We move on throughout the evening. Noxu picking up T previously here in the first round. The tables do, in fact, turn, and I bet you nobody had any sight into this. Of course, our 5th round going for the Pub Stars, Skiztastic being the captain of this team, and I don't think any one of you could have predicted this. But coming from the West Coast, 5th overall in the draft, we're taking a look down the barrel, and it is in fact DG Blue. Oh, the plot thickens! The plot, in fact, thickens! Oh, boy! Man, emotion flows through everybody's veins. Ice, heat, Skiz, once again, the master of throwing wrenches into the clockworks of other people's plans. Blue might, in fact, be my most favorite pick in the first round, and I don't blame Skiz for wanting to pick him up at all, but at the same time, the Maui Monkey's really not going to like Skiz after this. Of course, the next pick was Kylar's. The plot do, in fact, it do be thicken. As the kids say. Holy cow. 5 picks have been made. Many people are just at a loss for wares. Oh my gosh. Crusade says for Kyler to pick up Tank. Oh my gosh. Some people might be in the bathroom crying on the floor like that one Taylor Swift song. Man, that's just a rough one if you're Kyler. he's gotta be upset. I'd be upset if I was him. Oh my gosh. Of course, you know, there's still a few like Western talents up there on the board early on here. Oh no, you do have to have. That's unfortunate. Ow. Alright, our 6th pick has been contemplated. Going to the Maui Monkeys. The 6th pick in the draft. Everybody, somebody might have seen this coming. Somebody might not have. Coming out from the Carolina Cardinals. The captain, the one, the only, Rocky Bo. The first pick for the Maui Monkeys. He's teamed up with Kyler, my bad. And we'll see just how fast he can possibly be out there on the ice. And, man. We'll see what happens. This will be interesting. The dynamic duo. Of course, Kylar playing the 3 position for the Maui Monkeys. Rocky Bo playing more of an offensive standpoint. Huge acquisition. And one that you shouldn't take lightly. But so far, we're 6 picks into the draft. We're getting it done. We're doing it, and we're doing it well. Next up for the Midwest Shrimp Riders, M-Dub looking to pick up and diversify his portfolio. And, you know, there's a lot of people to contemplate, a lot of people to choose from. And he's picked up one of the Maryland Ice Orcas. The one, the only, Heated Tank. One of the top shooters, one of the top goal scorers, 2 scoring records because of that. Led the league in goals at the end of season number 1. You know, he hits the net, he hits it well, and M-Dub looking to take him in under his wing, and we'll see how they do as they take on the rest of the Draft Cup here this evening. But pick number 7, an unexpected one. But the Midwest Shrimp Riders adding Tank to their arsenal. Up next for the Orlando Otters, we have Chaser. Puts a lot of thought behind his picks. He's not one to just jump to a conclusion. So, for pick number 8 of the draft, we're about halfway through the first round. If somebody picked this, I would ask them how they would bet on games, and I would just take their word for it. But going in the first round, the 8th pick overall to the Orlando Otters, the one, the only Crusade. Of course, also being from the Carolina Cardinals, he's doing God's work out there on the ice. He's caught the attention of Speed Chaser, and congratulations. Put on your sweater, Crusade. You're going to the Orlando Otters, and we'll see how this one rolls. Another great pick. Will make things interesting. But that's the first half of the first round. We're only 20 minutes into the draft. I've already run out of things to say. But, yeah, 8 picks down, 8 to go here in the first round here tonight. Up next, Flaccid Lettuce from the Bolivia Bandits. One of the OG names. I think that's from Season 3, I want to say. Of course, one of the coolest logos I've seen in a long time. Gonna be interesting to see which one, you know, Flaccid Lettuce really wants to pick up. But doesn't anyone pick Oscar? Because Oscar's the captain of the Yosemite Bobcats. If you guys are unfamiliar with the draft order, here's the captains, the list of all 16 players and what order they draft in. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Flaccid Lettuce possibly picking up Bray. Who's to say? Rainbow, I'm probably picking Lil Q. Maybe. It's a very decent possibility of that one. But, you know, Flabbergast still out on the table, I think. No, he got picked up by Flopafish, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of big names still out there on the table for the taking. Yeah. But our 9th pick is being contemplated. It looks like Flaccid being the one to do so. I'm not sure why Rambone's on the podium. Well, Rambone is in the booth talking to the banker right now. Seeing if he can get a deal or a no deal, perhaps. This has to be WarioWare music, right? It's Mario Kart Wii. But the 9th pick has been decided on, going to the Bolivia Bandits, joining Flaccid out there on the ice. Not sure if this name is even going to fit in the card. But we'll do our best. Coming straight from the Michigan Mallards, Chicken Noodle Soup joining the Bolivia Bandits. That's not even centered. Man, this is just spiffy jiffy, eh? Perfect. Like a dream. Chicken Noodle Soup going to join Flaccid on the Bolivia Bandits. Congratulations to Chicken Noodle Soup. Great pick. And we'll take a look even farther on. 9 picks have been taken out of our 16 here in round number 1. Newest acquisition for Flaccid being Chicken Noodle Soup. He's going to be a big name out there on the ice. We'll see how he deals with the pressure of trying to live up to Flaccid's expectations. And, yeah, congratulations. And, move on to the Yosemite Bobcats. Rambone, Oscar, goes a man with many names. Where the Yosemite Bobcats has selected. He's chosen the one, the only. Jabu. Congratulations to Jabu. Put on your Yosemite sweater with pride. A lot of expectations have been averted from this very pick. Everybody in just slackjawed currently. Everybody was pretty sure it was gonna be like Little Q or like, you know, somebody from the West Coast, maybe Hot Wing, he was gonna pick him up. No, Jabu. Of course, Jabu is a man of many colors. He plays just about the full 200 foot of ice. He really just takes it down there, leaves it all out there, gives his best effort forward, and of course, you know, maybe Rambone's just looking to make a meme team. Who's to say? He's done a lot on the West Virginia Orangutans last season. He's proven his worth, and I think, you know, he does deserve a spot. He scored 52 goals on 12 games played for the West Virginia Orangutans last season in the Challenger Division, and I think it's a pretty decent acquisition if you ask me. But, yeah, the 10th pick has been made. Decisions keep rolling on as we move into the final 6 picks of round number 1 here in SPL's July Draft Cup. A lot of big names still out there on the board. You know, you still got Dave, you still got Walster. You know, if you want, you know, there's Pino. Valo's still on the table, Tyler.exe, Cameron, you know, a lot of big names that nobody's really touched on. And of course, you know, Less Than Dennis, a new acquisition to the Challenger scene. Laugh Track, Brewski, big names out there. You know, you still got Lil Q, you got Hot Wing, you got Young Hades, you know, big names in the Masters division. Gerald from the Edmondson Beauties is a pretty good 3. There's a lot of big names still left out there on the table. Dennis, if you don't get picked, I might throw something. Honestly, you 48 picks, you know, you have to. You have to. But for pick number 11, joining Wendy's cashier on the Chico Chimps, an OG name and an OG crowd from the Watermelon Gang, Crooks has made himself the first round pick of Wendy's cashier. He made himself at home in the tournament, and congratulations, Crooks. He's been the first round pick for the Chico Chimps. He's going to the big leagues, and he's made it a long ways. Last night's tournament really just setting his role in stone on the team, playing with Seaman and Wendy's cashier, going almost all the way in the tournament, hitting third in the losers finals. Had to take on the Maui Monkeys while they did it. Unfortunately, that game went into a third game, and history did in fact occur. But nonetheless, Crooks making himself feel at home with Wendy's cashier, and Wendy's appreciates that and will be taking the steps needed to further his game, at least a little bit. I mean, Seaman, he might be getting drafted next round. Who's to say if that's Wendy's cashier's call to make? It might in fact come to be. But 11 picks have been made. 5 more to go here in the first round. Up next is Derek from the Boston Barrage. A name we haven't heard in a very long time, unless you're one of the OGs out there in the crowd. The 12th overall pick, going to the one, the only, the moderator in chat, the captain of the Sinaloa Heat, Bray. Congratulations to the first round pick for the Boston Barrage, and good luck with Derek. Nobody saw this coming. If you were a betting man, you wouldn't want to be in this scenario. But, man. Crick saying this is the only time I'm gonna support Bray. Let's go. But yeah, we're 12 picks deep into this draft. This music's starting to put me to sleep a little bit, not gonna lie. But yeah. Select 4 more picks here in the first round. Dave is here in spirit. If Dave doesn't get picked in the first round, I might just quit. Tis a rough one to swallow. But for our 13th pick, going with K-Spire in the San Jose Surge. Picked 13th overall in the draft. The one, the only, the former Sinaloa Heat player, Timothy the Sheep. Congratulations, you have been picked in the first round by the San Jose Surge. Put on the purple sweater, and we'll see you out there on the ice. Timmy making a name for himself last few seasons. He's really gone out on the ice, controlling how the energy on the ice flows and ebbs. And you can't overlook this guy. He's played for a plethora of teams, the Arizona Outlaws, the Chicago Sail, all the way over to the Sinaloa Heat. 2 professional teams. He scored 13 goals in 4 games played last season in our Pro Division, and he's caught the attention of K-Spire namely. But congratulations to Timothy, and good luck in the round robin. But continuing on in the first round, 3 picks remain. Next up on the ballot, we have Hugh Silver, the captain of the Brooklyn Bandits. A lot of controversy about who was going to be the captain of the Brooklyn Bandits, who was going to support their colors as they went out onto the ice. Talks about, since 3 of those players are in amongst the crowd, Derek from the Boston Barrage, Q Silver, the maker of the logo, ended up getting the keys to the car, and then of course M-Dub, the former captain of the Bandits. All of them kind of went head to head, they debated about it, and Q Silver said, no, I made the logo, it's my team. That's why he has Brooklyn. Yeah, Q Silver looking to pick up a new acquisition to his team. You all know Q Silver as one of the best 3s in the league. He played for the Yosemite Grizzlies last season, and he did it well. He did it well. Q Silver has one of the best sticks in the game, if I have to say so myself. He had 69 shots last season on his 18 games played. He's the captain of the Yosemite Grizzlies. He's not the captain. He's one of the better players of the Yosemite Grizzlies. And we'll see what happens. Captain is, of course, Wendy's cashier, as you all know. But, yeah. All right. Wow. That's a curveball. I don't know how I feel about this. Man, I took a few bets with Unglued Snail about who's getting picked and when, and our mock draft is like nowhere near what these picks actually are. Oh my gosh. But man, 14th overall going to the Brooklyn Bandits. Hugh Silver has nominated his pick here in the first round, and the captain of the Arizona Outlaws, making himself at home. He's going to be joining Hugh Silver out there on the ice for the Brooklyn Bandits, putting on the purple sweater for the first time in history. And man, Cuz out here doing work. And good luck to him throughout this first and second round. En's a good guy. He's one of my favorite guys in tickets. Nothing but pleasant things to say about him. And man, let's go. Hashtag Ace win in the chat. All of Ace's crowd now in favor of the Brooklyn Bandits. We'll see if that crowd energy transitions into stats being made herein and throughout. Of course, next up on the ballot being Team Mace. The astronaut in the ocean goes a team of many names. Team DN. 15th selection in the draft. Coming all the way from upstate. The one, the only. One of the people that I said to keep an eye on when we started this off. Coming straight out of Challenger from the West Virginia Orangutans, we have the one, the only, Valo. Taking his spot here in the first round. Congratulations, Valo. Bray called it out before I reveal it. He knew what was going to happen. He's chanting the name. Well, Valo, congratulations on the first round pick going to the Team Mace. I still don't know what his actual name is, but yeah, congratulations. And we move on. First round, down to our last pick. Who's going to be the final acquisition here in the finals, essentially? Rodeo having a lot to contemplate as he's the captain of the Miami Vice in this case and instance. He's got a lot of cards to wager. He's not sure exactly what route to take. He's got a lot of things to think about. There's still some pro players out there ready to be taken. But, you know, you got to take into account, you know, players that nobody thinks about. Where's the potential lie? Where does it not? What's the wrong play? Sometimes not making the wrong play is the right play. And with the 16th and last pick of the first round, pick number 16 going to the one, the only. You know him from lobby chat, Jugi. Congratulations on being the first round pick for the Miami Vice. You're going to be joining Rodeo out there in the thick of things. And man, Jugi coming in clutch. We'll see how this one transpires. I'm excited for this roster. I don't even care who the next two players are. I'm excited to see these two players play tonight. Jugi, one of the finalists for best passers in the league here in the second season of Slapshot Rebound. And, you know, whenever you can dime up a player, that's like a big compliment. If you got a player like Rodeo that can hit 90% of his shots, you got to have a passer. So, next round, Miami, probably looking for a 3, but, you know, Jugi can do everything. Can do it all. We'll see what happens. But that concludes the first round of draft picks here this evening. Rominator getting picked first overall. Second, going to the Detroit Deers and Falapa Fish is Flapagast. Team Spleen picking up Dynamite. The Toronto Turtles picking up T. The Pub Stars throwing a little Uno reverse card out there, throwing the wrench into the works of it. Picking up DG Blue. He knows Kylar wanted that one, but Kylar having to have the consolation prize. It's still a really good prize. He picks up Rocky Bow. I have high expectations for Rocky Bow here and throughout. The captain of the Carolina Cardinals having a big hot seat here as the 6th overall pick. Then, of course, going to the Midwest Shrimp Riders, we have Tank. Going to the Orlando Otters, we have Crusade. Going to the Bolivia Bitcoin Bandits, a chicken noodle soup from the Michigan Mallards. Going to the Yosemite Bobcats, Jabu. Very interesting pick. I'm interested. I want to see what he's got. Oscar knows something we don't. Wendy's Cashier picking for the Chico Chimps, Crooks. Going to the Boston Barrage, we got Bray. Going to the San Jose Surge, we have Timmy. Going to the Brooklyn Bandits, we have N. And then to the Astronaut in the Ocean, Mace picking up Valo. And Rodeo picking up Jugi as our last pick here in the first round. We still have 2 more rounds to go. A lot of names yet to be pulled out of the hat. And the 17th pick has already been decided for Team Fizz. going to the finger-licking foreigners, or Foragers. I can't get around it. I can't get around the thought that there's a G in there. But Fizz picking up for the finger-licking Foragers, the one, the only. He's muted several times, and probably will be again. Cherries. Congratulations on being the second round pick, the first pick in the second round. Joining Fizz and Raminator out there on the ice. And it'll be interesting. It'll be spiffy, it'll be jiffy, and if nothing else, it'll make things interesting. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say. I really didn't think he was gonna go in the second round. At least not this early in the second round. But of course, Cherry's playing for like a plethora of teams, all the way back starting in SPL Season 2, back in Slapshot 1. He played for the Oklahoma Exotics back whenever they were still in Open Division. And he's played every season since, day in, day out, putting the grind in during Slapshot Rebound Season number 1. He played for the Yosemite Cubs, the Pennsylvania Ballpeen Hammers, and the Arizona Outlaws. In most of his time the first season of Rebound, he scored 16 goals for the Pennsylvania Ballpeen Hammers on 7 games up there in the Challenger Division. And then this season, he played for the Pennsylvania Ballpeen Hammers even farther, having 19 goals scored throughout the second season of Rebound up there in the Challenger Division. He's made a name for himself on his 11 games played, and we'll see how he does. Trying to pick up the slack here with the finger-licking Foragers. Not sure if there's going to be a lot of slack to pick up, but he's going to be there nonetheless. And good luck to Cherries, Raminator, and Fizz, as they still have one more pick to make. We'll see just how it goes. And as we move on in the picks, second up, Flappa, captain of the Detroit Deers, has a lot on his table. Not sure who he wants to pick here in the second round. He has a high slot, a high seed, and he just wants to pick somebody that somebody else wants. Perhaps, maybe not. He sees through the lies a lot of the times. He knows what potential looks like, what fake potential looks like as well. And with his second round pick, going all the way from the Carolina Cardinals, I guess he's a former Carolina Cardinal now. The one, the only, Cameron, picking up the second spot here for the Detroit Deers. Going to look to fill up some of the gaps here on the ice. He has a very aggressive play style. Nothing but good things to say about him. Also a caster here here in the Slapshot Premier League. But yeah, played last season for the Carolina Cardinals throughout Challenger. Scored 36 goals on his 72 shots. He's played only 13 games throughout the season. He's been a goal-scoring machine, and he's going to look to do it even farther here in the Draft Cup. Of course, back in season number 1 of Slapshot Rebound, he played for the West Virginia Orangutans. He was like their main offensive presence, having 87 shots on target, 45 finding their way into the back of the net. And we'll see how he does here for the Detroit Deers. Up next, Team Spleen. Looking at a lot of things out there on the ice, taking a lot of things into consideration concerning his play style as well as, his teammates. You got to take into that consideration as well. But Team Spleen, previously picking up Dynamite, looking to diversify his portfolio, picking up one of the most solidified goaltenders in the league. He's one of our finalists, and he's looking to take this one home here tonight. One of the best defensemen in the league as well. Coming straight from the Maryland Ice Orcas, the one, the only, Resp. Selected second round here by Team Spleen. In 19th overall. We'll see how this one rocks with it, how this one leans with it. Resp stands on his head more than I've seen any other player in the league. And with that being said, he's one of the most solid third man picks that I've seen on the rosters so far in this evening. And nothing but good things to say about him. Going to see how this one goes. And yeah, Resp, of course, giving just about every offenseman a run for their money. Playing first back in season number 4 of Slapshot 1, playing for the Tokyo Ghouls. I'm pretty sure he played in Slap 1 season 3. That's not on his player card though, but don't quote me on that. That's a maybe. But yeah, played for the Maryland Ice Orcas here in the second season of Slapshot Rebound. Back in season number 1, he played for both the West Virginia Orangutans and the Arizona Outlaws, having 24 goals scored. On 10 games played for the West Virginia Orangutans. That's where he spent most of his time back in season number 1. Goal-scoring machine back in Challenger. Goal-scoring machine in Pro. Not really letting off the gas, but playing more of a third position for the Maryland Ice Orcas. Have 75 saves on the season so far. Resp looking to make himself at home for Team Spleen. And it's definitely going to make things a little bit more interesting whenever it comes to the offense-defense dynamics. Dynamite playing a really good one position, Rest playing a really good 3, Splain going to fill in the gaps in between, but they still have one more pick to be had for their substitution position. That's going to be back in round number 3, but congratulations to Rest going the 19th pick overall in the draft. You found yourself with a Spleen sweater. But the draft continues. Noxu up next for the Toronto Turtles, wagering everything in his mind, trying to rationalize what he could possibly add on to an already solid roster. Noxu being the captain, T being one of the best stick battlers as a 3. Who he could possibly add onto his roster, none other than the one, the only, the former Philadelphia Piglet, and the current Michigan Mallard, the one, the only, Walster. Congratulations, going in the 2nd round. You are now a Toronto Turtle for the Draft Cup, and you're finding a little bit of kind of like faces. Former teammate picking you up. Already chemistry being there out there on the ice. We'll see how they rock with it, how they lean with it. That much and more as the week continues. Matches start on Wednesday. If you don't know, it's going to be a Wednesday to Sunday schedule, just like regular SPL. And then Monday, Tuesday being emergency days. But if there aren't any emergency days, we jump right into the bracket. This is a 2-week event. And, yeah. Dave's still not picked. I don't know what's happening either. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Dave was going to go by now. But, here we are. No dice. But as we continue on in round number 2, 5th pick for Skiztastic and the Pub Stars. He's been thinking about this a lot. He's trying to think, who's Kyler going to try to pick next? He's going to try to, he might try to finagle another one. He might not. Who's to say? Maybe it's Dennis. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It's a 2nd pick. But another Carolina Cardinal getting picked up tonight. Also a former caster in the league. A lot of good things to say about him. And an interesting addition to the roster. This guy's played SPL since the beginning. He played back in the placement season. Can anybody guess who it could possibly be? It's the one. It's the only. It's Renard. He's coming back. He's joining up with Skiztastic and DG Blue. A lot of people just picked up the dice right there. You know, there's not a lot of options I left, but there you have it. Congratulations, Renard, going 2nd round, 21st overall in the draft, going to the Pub Stars, putting on the yellow, putting on the black. Last season, played for the Carolina Cardinals, came out in a big way in the promotional series, played 3 games in the promotions, had 9 goals to show for it, 3 goals a game. He plays a more offensive role, had 19 points in the playoffs this season, and then in the regular season, only played 8 games, but he has, let me do quick math, 30 points to show for it, 34 points to show for it. But he plays a full 200-foot game. He fills the slots. He goes where he's needed. And, yeah. Congratulations, Renard. Moving on in the 2nd round. Our 22nd pick. About to go underway. Kylar. At the helm of the wheel. He's in the hot seat. Picking another member up. The third member. The third member of the Maui Monkeys here in the Draft Cup. We got Kylar as the captain, Rocky Bow as the 1st round pick, and to diversify his portfolio, he's picking up another Maui Monkey, Hot Wing, taking it to the house here in the 2nd round. He's found himself the 22nd overall pick in Hot Wing. Congratulations on your pick. Put on your Maui Monkey sweater yet again, take it to the ice, and we're going to be seeing a lot of goals from Hot Wing if I know anything about anything. But we move on in the 2nd round. Will IM players be picked? Perhaps. We're not even halfway through the picks yet. We still have 2 more, and then we hit our halfway point. But the 23rd pick to be anticipated, going to the Midwest Shrimp Riders, teaming up with M-Dub already. We have Tank, and to diversify this is one of the best picks I've seen all night. Coming straight from the Northern Hills Voodoo, the one, the only, the few-time first stars back in Rebound Season 2. Get your jimmies ready, because Gubby's coming to town. Congratulations on going in the 2nd round, going to the Midwest Shrimp Riders, going with some of your favorite players out there on the ice. This is a heavily offensive team if I've ever seen anything. Gubby's one of the most offensive threes. He might not even be a three. I can't even remember. He just plays an aggressive game. He's going everywhere on the ice. He can fill whatever gap. This is one of the most diversified teams I've seen so far in the draft, and we'll continue on. Congratulations, going 23rd overall. Gubby from the Northern Hills Voodoo is now a Midwest Shrimp Rider. But with one pick remaining in the first half of the draft, is it possible to still get in if you're not drafted? It is. After we're done with the draft, there's still one slot for each team to pick up a free agent if they want to as an emergency player, or they can be a starter. It's easy to say. But if you don't make it, there are 5 total roster spots on a team, so your captain takes up one of them. The 3 picks are the second, third, and fourth pick, or the second, third, and fourth slot, and then your 5th slot is for a free agent sign, first come, first serve. In that case and scenario, just notify me, Noxu, or Walster, and we'll get that all squared away. Trades are allowed after the draft has concluded. Of course, both players and both captains have to be in agreement with it. And, yeah. Man, the plot does thicken, doesn't it? But, we have our 24th pick, our 8th in the second round, joining Chase. Crusade, another name that starts with a C. Can you guess who it is? He got unbanned mere days ago, and he's looking to take a splash back into the scene here in the Draft Cup. The one, the only, Cape, has found himself on the roster of the Orlando Otters. The 3 C's continue. Will they find another player that starts with the letter C? I kind of want it to happen, but, we'll see how it goes. Congratulations, Cape. Put on your Orlando Otter jersey. Take it to the ice. I'm interested. I've never seen Cape play. I am very excited to see how Cape takes it to town, brings it around, takes it back out. Other possibly sexual innuendos I could possibly say in this moment in time, but I can't think of any more. So we'll pretend like it never even happened. But congratulations, Cape. You're now an Orlando Otter. And that concludes the first half of the draft. We're halfway through the draft, halfway through the second round. We've made it through 24 picks, and for some reason, this is some of the slowest music I have ever heard. Can there be possibly something just more motivating? Please. Oh my god. Yeah, next up for the Bolivia Bitcoin Bandits, Derek. That's not Derek. The Bolivia Bitcoin Bandits, flash letters with a 25th overall pick. Considering his options, picking up one of the New Jersey noobs, if you can believe that. The captain, the Lone Ranger, Brutal. Congratulations, going on the second round. You are teaming up with Chicken Noodle Soup and Flaccid Lettuce here for the Bolivia Bitcoin Bandits. Put on your sweater, get your handkerchief, because you're about to rob some people. How you like that? That's pretty neat. Yeah, congratulations to Brutal. A big name, a big scoring talent out there on the ice. He plays a very aggressive stance. His team made it through the intermediate season with the 4 games, 5 games a week. They only had 3 players. He's a dedicated guy, and you can't knock him off for that. What is happening? I just read the next pick, and I don't even understand. All right, we're just going to continue on with the script. You know what? I need to stop breaking character. Yosemite's up next. I don't understand what this team is all about, but the Yosemite Bobcats, Rambone, the captain, he's doing things. I don't understand his thought process. But, you know, the captain of the Ding Dong Ding Dongs, playing 2 seasons of Slapshot here in SPL, the first being in the Open Division, the second being in the Intermediate. He scored 49 goals on 14 games played in the Intermediate Division last season. The one, the only, Pinkso. He's coming to town. What is happening? I'm so confused. How's it going, Infidel? I'm pretty sure Infidel's the next guy, right? He's the next guy going to Yosemite, right? It has to be. Pinkso, Jabu, Rambone, the Yosemite Bobcats, looking to just have a good time, I guess. Man. What is happening? How much did Rambone get paid for these picks? There has to be some money involved, right? I'm so confused. I have no idea who this player is. I gotta look this up. Is this green? No. Alright, well. Alright, well, I accidentally slipped the tongue. Green! Congratulations! You're going to the Chico Chips! This Discord name is really weird. Sorry, I got caught up and I didn't put any I didn't put any celebration to that. Congratulations, Windy Cashier, picking up green. Playing alongside Crooks. Man. Green, the former Orlando Otter, former Arizona Outlaw. He plays magnificently. I don't know what else you want me to say about it. I mean, he's green. Or they signed up as a captain in an open league. There's no guarantee. We've already picked out our captains. Whoever they pick is who they pick. It's up to them. And yeah, they have a selection of all of the free agents. And yeah, they do them. I'll do me. I'll just tell you what they say. Yeah, moving on. The Boston Barrage is up next. Some interesting picks here in the second round. This is probably why I'm not a captain, because I wouldn't have picked most of these. But little do I know, I'm just the caster. I barely even play the game. So, you know, there's some underlying, you know, factual statements about the game. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, you get into the nooks, get into the crannies. Derek coming up next for the Boston Barrage, weighing his picks. Thinking about it long and hard. He's got to build on his roster of already amazing players. The captain of the Sinaloa Heat joining alongside Derek. You know, a lot of things could have been said, but not. But coming from the Cincinnati Ice Monkeys, he's only played this previous season, but he does in fact have 53 goals on 123 shots from the intermediate division. He's played 16 games this previous season. And Josiah, congratulations. You are going into the second round for the Boston Barrage. Good luck out there on the ice. Oh my gosh, this is going to be interesting. I've seen Josiah around. I've seen him play. I've seen him do a lot of things. And yeah, 75 goals. Actually, I forgot to keep in mind that cross-conference was on. He scored 75 goals on his... How many... What number is that? On 163 shots. What a guy. He's doing it all. He's doing it well. I think he played, all 24 games for them? He's played all 24 games for his team, the Cincinnati Ice Monkeys. Josiah getting picked up, second round pick, and 28th overall in the draft here this evening. Congratulations. Good luck with the Boston Barrage. Derek, your captain, as well as Bray. Good stuff so far all around. And we'll see how this one keeps on trucking along. Up next for K-Spire from the San Jose Surge. He's looking to revive his previous brand. And he's looking to do it well here this evening with the draft picks. K-Spire having a lot on his heart, looking to make the right pick, adding on to Timothy the Sheep as well as himself. A lot of people have been anticipating this pick. The former Brooklyn Bandit, the former Philadelphia Piglet, the one, the only... No, he's still on the Piglets. I was thinking of Derek that left the Piglets. He used to play for the Brooklyn Bandits. He's played since season number 1. Dave, congratulations. You're going to the San Jose Surge. You're teamed up with K-Spire and Timothy the Sheep. Dave last season played for the Philadelphia Piglets, scored 16 goals on 49 shots, played 12 games for the Philadelphia Piglets, really making a name for himself. First joined the league for the Ireland Pepe Tactics back in season number 1, played for the Open Division, got his team into pro, and kept on trucking on. Then eventually went on to play for the Denver Omelets, the Olympia Omegas, the Brooklyn Bandits, and then from last season, the Philadelphia Piglets. Really just going every form and facet throughout the season, throughout the league. He's played it all, he's done it all, and he'll do it again. And he's looking to take it right to the house with the San Jose Surge. K-Spire Timmy acquiring one of the best players in SPL. One of them. I didn't say he was the, but he's one of them. Yeah, congratulations, 29th overall pick. And we're starting to come to a close here in the second round of the SPL Draft Cup Draft Day. Up next for the Brooklyn Bandits, Hugh Silver has a lot to choose from. I think there's still a few pro players out there, no? We've had intermediate players picked up. We've had non-roster players picked up. We've had almost an open player picked up. But alongside of everything else, there's still a lot of challenger on the table. There's a lot of higher divisional teams out there on the ice still just waiting to get their jersey pulled from the pocket. And, you know, anything can happen right now in the draft. Hugh Silver having a lot of people to choose from. He's choosing one of the Toronto Penguins, playing last season only in the playoffs. I think you all know who he is. The one, the only, Donut. He's made himself at home with the Brooklyn Bandits, made an impression on Hugh Silver's heart, and I think this might be my favorite roster. Donut, absolutely a beast out there on the ice, scoring one of the most controversial goals in the professional playoffs last season around. And Donut, of course, being in the league for an immaculate amount of time, all the way back into the placement season where he played for the Boston Barrage on the, that was, I guess it's technically season 0 for the Slapshot Premier League. He went on to play in the open division for the Kansas City Cyclones. He went back to the Boston Barrage, played in professional and the intermediate division for that team. That's the pro promotional tournament. That's my bet. He's played in the intermediate division for the Boston Barrage, went on to play for the Carolina Smokers. Then in season number 3, he got traded over, also in the intermediate division, to the Baton Rouge Barracudas. If you're old enough to remember that, you deserve a cookie? I don't know. But yeah, went back to the Carolina Smokers, played for the Honolulu Hootenannies in the first season of Rebound, then played for the Toronto Penguins, only in the playoffs when he was needed most. He scored a goal on his one and only series, played for the Toronto Penguins. So he's a goal a game. You can't knock him for that. He has 1 save, 1 goal for his name on his 1 game played. And he's going to be making a splash out here for the Brooklyn Bandits. He's putting on the purple sweater. He's doing it all. 30th over ounce and 14th in the round. Congratulations, Donut. But we move on. Team Astronaut in the Ocean. 15th pick of round number 2. I got to do research on who this guy is. Alright, yeah, alright. Hell, let's go, dude. But up next, Mace, following the footsteps of his brother a little bit. This man has also received a few mutes in his time. He's also played in the league longer than I can even remember, because I haven't been around that long, regardless of what you might think. Going for Team Astronaut in the Ocean, Team Mace, whatever you'd like to call it, the man of many colors. Joining Mace Vallow out there on the ice, the one, the only, Kush Mama. Congratulations, going on the 2nd round. The 15th pick in the 2nd round, the 31st overall. Put on your sweater, dance the blues, get your dancing shoes on as well. Good pick. And I haven't seen Kush Mama play either, so I'm going to be really interested to see this team take on. You know, I hope this team plays the Orlando Otters. I want to see the Cape Kush Mama dynamic. See how it goes. Kush Mama is cracked. You gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't think I have to say anything else. I feel like everybody knows who Kush Mama is. Yeah. Hugh Silver says, if you're nutty and I forgot about you, DM me. Alright, Hugh Silver's DMs are open. He's got 1 more pick to make in the 3rd round. Still got some chances, peoples. But yeah, Rodeo with the next pick. You know, he's got a lot on his plate. He's thinking about it long and hard. 32nd pick. Of course, being one of the hardest to make, as you're like at the tail end of like the center section of all the players. And it's not exactly an easy spot to be in. Because this is whenever you start to get into like the intermediate where if you're a professional player, you don't really pay too much attention to these lower divisions and the potential that they might hold. But, you know, you gotta take into consideration like which names have I heard of, which names are negative impacts, which names are positive impacts. In Rodeo, really in a tough situation. Put a lot of thought and effort into this one. 2nd round pick, 16th in the round, 32nd overall. The captain of the Philly Ferrets, the captain of the Retroville Caribou. Congratulations to Laugh Track. You've gone into the second round to the Miami Vice. Put on the pink sweater. We'll see you out there on the ice. He's done a lot in history. He's also a huge pleasure to deal with in tickets. Nothing but good things to say about him. He's played both seasons of Rebound, playing the first season in the Intermediate Division, placing up there. He had 51 goals on his 14 games played back in season number 1, and then in season number 2. Of course, you know, we had the cross-conference results, and he scored 57 goals on his 18 games played here in Season 2 of Rebound. He's done a lot down there. He's grinded and grinded and grinded again. He has plenty of hours in the game. Rodeo sees that. He appreciates that. He can see that as an aspect that he wants to diversify his portfolio with, as Snoop Dogg would say. Congratulations to Laugh Track coming in clutch in the second round. It'll be interesting to see how the draft continues on as we've concluded the second round of picks. 32 picks have been made, 16 more to go. I have no idea what's going to happen. Sorry, I copied over however Wallster spelled it. I didn't even catch that. Good catch, Rominator. But yeah, a lot of interesting picks. Of course, you know, Cherries going first overall in the second round. Cape going 8th to the Orlando Otters. One of my favorite few picks, you know, Hot Wing getting reunited with his former team, the Maui Monkeys, here in the draft. Gubby going to join M-Dub. I think the Midwest Shrimp Riders might be my favorite team coming into this. Just the logo, the brand, who they got on their roster. They're really just driving on. You know, Green, of course, you can't sleep on him. He's the commissioner of the league, quote unquote, and he's going to the Chico Chimps. It'll be interesting to see how that team shapes up. I don't know what Rambum's doing. I think somebody might have hijacked his account. I'm not sure what's going on. But, yeah. But we still have plenty of, like, talent. Even in the Challenger division, you know, you still got Pino, you still got Tetsu, you still got Zachmaster, Cheese, Echo still out there, Tyler.exe from Challenger. He played for the Arizona Outlaws last season. And of course, down in the Intermediate Division, you still got players like, let me skim through this real quick. You still got less than Dennis on the table. MVM13's out there, C-Man. Golden Knight's still out there, K-Man. I think Unglued Snail's still on the table to pick up. Nixo. And I think Zartholomew is still on the table as well. A lot of big names in the Intermediate Division, as well as Lil Q. Nobody's picked up Lil Q yet, nor Young Hades. Two big master players. Nobody even touched them. Gerald from the Edmonton Beauties, playing with a lot of ping. Of course, if you're going to be picking West players, this is an East Coast thing, so, you know, you got to keep in mind what ping is going to be like. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this third round goes through. Oh, this is an interesting one. I kind of like this one. But, yeah, looking over the draft order, here's all the captains' names if you're just tuning in. We got Fizz, Fish, Spleen, Noxu, Skiztastic, blah, 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 blah. You can read it out for yourself. 16 teams to get drafted to. Everybody gets 3 drafts, a minute 30 to make their pick. And, of course, at the end of it, you still have a 1 free agency spot to pick up. Of course, first come, first serve whenever it comes to that. If a captain does make a pick, just notify me, Noxu, Wallster. Maybe Rodeo? Yeah, Rodeo. No, I'm just kidding. Don't DM Rodeo. Or do, whatever. I don't care. You do you, I do me. I'm not your dad. I don't tell you what to do. But yeah, here's the draft order. We're going into the final round of the draft. Who's gonna get picked? Who's not gonna get picked? I hope it's not me. But for the finger-licking Foragers, nobody could predict this one. I guarantee it. The former Kansas City Sniper. The former Cowtown Bongfish player. The one, the only Nixo. Congratulations, you've gone 33rd overall in the draft pick, the first pick in round number 3. You're going to Fizz with the finger-licking Foragers. Man, I'm interested. This is a good roster. I like this roster. Rominator, he's got a lot of work to do. He's a mentor. I feel like everybody in this group is going to pick up a lot of talent. I feel like everybody in here is going to be doing, a lot of growing, and rightfully so, Nixo, of course, playing last season for the Cowtown Bongfish. One of their more prolific 2 players. Plays the defense and the offensive role respectively. His turnover ratio is something to take note of. And his face-off game is pretty good as well. But yeah, congratulations, Nixo, the former Cowtown Bongfish, the former Kansas City Sniper, played both seasons of Rebound, and he's looking to do it again out here on the July Draft Cup here in the Slapshot Premier League. Congratulations on the final pick. Here is your roster for the finger-licking Foragers. So we move on in the season. It'll be interesting to see how this one rocks with it, leans with it. We're doing 2 weeks of this. If you're not familiar with how the format works, first week is going to be a round-robin play where everybody's slotted into 4 teams and 4 groups. Everyone plays their own group 1 time, and then at the end of it, the top 2 teams in each group goes into a 8-team bracket. Play your quarterfinals, your semifinals, your finals. Everything's a best of 3 except the grand finals, which is going to be a best of 5. And then at the end of week number 2, we will name our victors and etc. So round 1, round robin. Round 2, the bracket. Round 3, on Monday, we crown the victor. Yeah. Not sure how the bracket's going to work. I say just keep an eye. We're going to do this on the SPL.gg site. So at the end of tonight, we are closing down season number 2, and we're opening up the July Draft Cup as a season. And you can keep your tabs on that, see how people have seeded themselves out, and etc. But yeah, round number 1, if you weren't here for it, a lot of big names going out there on the ice. One of the interesting picks, there's too much to talk about, I think the highlight of this entire round was Kylar wanting to get Blue and Skiz having the pick right before him, snipping it right out of his hand. Blue going 5th overall, and Rocky Bow going 6th. And, yeah. Honestly, pick Echo already. That's what I'm talking about. Just go Echo. Heavily slept on player, if I do say so myself. But here's the second round picks. We just got finished with these. A lot of big names out there getting picked up this round. Gubby somehow going up into the 7th pick of the second round. I think he should have got picked a lot sooner than that. Of course, another big name being Cameron and Resp going the first in the top 3 picks of this second round. Pinkso, I think, is our lowest div player. He was the first intermediate player picked up. And so he's going to be looking to make a name for himself out there on the ice. Maybe looking for a new team. He's the captain of the Ding Dong Ding Dongs. And, yeah, he's played both seasons of Rebound. Going to be interesting stuff out there. I saw it, Kyler. I think I might. But, yeah, that's between me and you. Yeah, going into the round number 3, 1 pick has been made. We still have 15 more to go before we call this one a close. But, yeah. We're going to see what happens. Just because you don't get picked in any of these first 3 rounds doesn't mean you can't make a team. There is still a free agency spot open for filling. I don't know any other way to phrase that. But if you're a free agent at the end of the next 15 picks, you still have an opportunity to get picked up by a captain. Because everyone gets 5 slots overall. Your captain, your 3 picks make up 4, and then your free agency draft as well. But, yeah, moving on into the second draft pick, Fish, the captain of the Detroit Deers. Looking to diversify his portfolio even farther. See how it goes. Flabbergast, solid pick. Cameron, solid pick. Fish, I think they already have a solid 3-man roster. And to even farther put that one out there, he played in the Masters Division last year. He played on the Intermediate Division last year. The Montreal Pope, the LA Royal, one, the only Golden Knight. Congratulations, you have gone 34th overall in the draft here in the 3rd round. You have found yourself a comfy suit waiting for you in your locker room. Detroit Deers, finalized roster is out in front of you currently. Fish, Flabbergast, Cameron, and Golden Knight. Congratulations, you are the Detroit Deers here in the July Draft Cup here on the Slapshot Premier League. Things do be turning, and they do be turning good. Sorry, that's the second round. Let's just fade over to this one. We got 14 more picks left in the draft. Who's going to get picked? Who's not going to get picked? Our third pick for Team Spleen. Spleen, of course, being the captain, already having the solidified roster of essentially an entirely pro pick. You know, they got Spleen. He played pro last season. Dynamite played for the Philadelphia Piglets. Resp, Maryland Ice Orcas. And then to cap this one off, one of the top talents, one of the biggest guys, having 33 goals on his 13 game. No, wait, I forgot I got to do math. He's from the intermediate division. He's played 22 games down there last season. And 73 goals to show for it. The former Cowtown Bongfish player, the one, the only, Seaman, making himself known last night in the tournament, really making himself at home with Wendy's Cashier and Crooks. Did not make it into Wendy's Cashier's third pick. Team Spleen picking him up, looking for the talent. He's got himself a spot at home. Congratulations, Seaman, on the 35th overall pick here in the draft, and the third of the third round. But the third round continues. What happened here? All right, this is the first road bump we've hit. I swear. Does that mean that this next slide has Seaman on it as well? I don't know how to fix this. Can I just like do this on the fly? I don't have the measurements that I normally do. Seaman got picked twice. He's so good at this game. I swear. Oh my gosh. All right, what pick are we on? Hang on. I'm going to do this on the fly. You know what? Forget it. It's not even a problem. It's not even a problem. All right, what are my measurements here? How did I do this? Hang on. I'm figuring it out. We got this. There we go. See? It's like a dream. Life could be a dream. How's it going, Vishy? Oh my gosh, the celebrity's in the house. Everybody knows what the emote is now. This is the guy that the emote was made after. Vishy37. There he is. Everybody give out an ooh, oh wow. Yeah. I was not expecting him to show up here. But yeah, for pick 37 overall in the draft for the Toronto Turtles, Noxu diversifying his portfolio even farther. Sorry, I'm a little rattled. Thank you for the sub, Vishy. But yeah, T. Walster, Noxu, adding on their fourth and final player from the Cowtown Bongfish, the top scorer. He holds the scoring title of the softest hands in Season 2 in the Intermediate Division. The one, the only, Zartholomew. Congratulations on going the third round pick to Team Noxu, Team Toronto Turtles. Man, Zartholomew, I think he's one of the best snipers in the game. He's playing the fourth position here. He's got a lot of talent ahead of him. He's got a lot of talent behind him, and it'll be interesting. I'm highly excited to see how this one continues on. I still haven't fixed this slide though. We'll do this one right now. You know what? We're gonna do it right now. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. What are my measurements here now? Can't be that hard, right? Perfect. It's like nothing even happened. Nothing even happened. She says thanks to their mom, to their dad. It's their fault I exist. I feel that on a spiritual level. But for the pub star, Skiztastic next up on the ballot. He's got 3 of his players out of his 4 picks so far. He picked DG Blue in the first round, just despite Kylar. He's picked up Renard to diversify and to finally tag it off with his last pick of the draft. The one, the only, the former. I guess he still plays for the Denver Acclimate. Got another ace win in the chat for the one, the only, Ivy. Played in the Intermediate Division last season. Scored himself a handsome 13 goals on his 7 games played. He's looking to take this one to the house. Skiztastic looking to get the morale high. Ivy's one of the best guys in a voice comms you can have. He's going to be looking to bring up the morale whenever it might be low, and he's going to do it well as he takes to the ice with Renard, DG Blue, and Skiztastic. Here are your pub stars here in the July Draft Cup here on the Slapshot Premier League. Great pickup, great diversifying quality, and we move on. Still a lot of big names out there on the ice here in round number 3 as we get to our 6th pick. It's a Western team. And what better can you do than maybe a Western pick? Who's to say? He's still thinking about it. He's still, like, shuffling his cards. He's twiddling his thumbs. He's twirling his mustache. He's doing other Kylar things that we can't really contemplate. But, yeah. Playing for the Yosemite Bobcats last season. The one, the only, the 38th overall pick. Going into the 3rd round, the 6th pick of the 3rd round, the one, the only. Nobody guessed this one. Lil Q, congratulations. You're on the Miami Monkeys. Or the Maui Monkeys. Sorry, I don't know why I get this confused. It's supposed to start with an M, I guess. The Maui Monkeys picking up Lil Q even farther. Solidifying their team brand as the Western team. Kylar, Rocky Bow, Hot Wing, LOL, and of course Lil Q making up the Maui Monkeys for this draft tournament. Congratulations. And good luck to the Maui Monkeys. Here's your solidified 4-man roster. They still have the one free agency spot to fill if they want to. That is fully up to them. But we'll see how this one rocks with it, how this one leans with it. And, yeah. We'll move on in round 3 of the draft. Still a lot of big names out there on the ice. You know, a lot of intermediate talent. Leslie Dennis, for some reason, is still on the ballot. Not sure what's going on. But here with the 7th pick of the 3rd round, looking at the Midwest Shrimp Riders roster, we got M-Dub, Tank, Gubby. Not sure if this next person is going to, you know, even make the ice. But there's a lot of talent he's got to get past. Maybe they play the substitution game. Maybe they just have 4 solid players. But the 39th overall pick has been cast. M-Dub has made up his mind, and he's made up his mind well. The newly acquired league admin of the Slapshot Premier League, the one, the only, Unglued Snail, the captain of the Montreal Popes, has made himself at home with the Midwest Shrimp Riders. Congratulations, Unglued Snail. We'll have your Midwest Shrimp Riders bobby pin in the mail. Contact Rodeo for that. Yeah, Unglued Snail playing both coasts this last season. I think he should have gotten at least a few MVP votes for the Contenders Cup, but he did not. He had 25 goals on 45 shots on his 8 games played over in the Contenders Division, and then for the Intermediate Division, he was one of the main reasons. His team had an offensive drive in the playoffs, or the IM playoffs, and then, of course, you know, having 77 points on the season on his 22 games played. Unglued Snail making his name known around the league, in contention for the best sportsmanship award with Less Than Dennis. One of the greatest guys in the league. You can't knock him, you can't stop him, and you surely can't contain his shot. M-Dub building, I'm going to call this the most solid roster I've seen so far in the draft. The Midwest Shrimp Riders roster has been solidified. M-Dub, Tank, Gubby, and Unglued Snail all out there on the ice, and I think this is going to be the Titan to overcome this draft tournament. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And of course, with Unglued Snail also follows along Orange, his agent. So the Midwest Shrimp Riders might have a total of 6 players, just to say. Orange won't be able to play if that's the case, but they still have the free agency sign up. So you might be seeing Orange not go drafted. Maybe you will. Who's to say? We're going to find out here later on as we continue on in the 3rd round. We're almost halfway done with the 3rd and final round of drafts. A lot of talent still out there on the ice. And plenty left to contemplate. Chase in a hot seat right now, having Crusade Cape, looking for a 3rd C name to solidify it. If he does it, it'll just be amazing. The stars will align. Chase, Crusade Cape for the Orlando Otters. The 3rd and final pick, the 40th overall, the 8th in the 3rd round, captaining what seemed to be one of the best intermediate teams. You know, all good things must come to an end, though. Captained The Orlando River Pups, the one, the only, Kojo, coming out in a big way. He's the substitute for the Orlando Otters, and they've completed the quadfecta. I think is the correct terminology for it, but Kojo, absolute beast. He's going to be making himself at home, completing the 4 C's of the Orlando Otters, and I couldn't be more happy for him. Yeah, congratulations, going 40th overall in the draft, 8th pick in the 3rd round. We move on. Looking at the Bolivia Bandits, the Bolivia Bitcoin Bandits, sure, will be interesting. We're starting to get down towards the talent pool where I'm a possibility to get picked, and that terrifies me. But it probably won't happen, regardless of whatever I might say. Of course, the Bolivia Bitcoin Bandits right now consisting of Flaccid Lettuce, Chicken Noodle Soup, and Brutal. 3 already solid players. Adding on somebody that I'm pretty sure 90% of us have seen in pub matches. He absolutely grinds out this game, and he's going to keep on doing it. The Yosemite Cub player, 2 times overall in the intermediate division. Played an immaculate amount of games, made a name for himself, and he's going to the Bolivia Bitcoin Bandits. Congratulations, Trev, on being the 41st overall pick here in the draft. What is this, 9th overall or 9th in the 3rd round? Bolivia Bitcoin Bandits. Make yourself at home, Trev. Yeah, we're just over halfway done with this 3rd round in the draft. Up next, one of the most interesting rosters I think we're ever going to see in the Draft Cup. Team Rambum, the Yosemite Bobcats, picking up Jabu, Pink, and the 3rd pick. Yet again, another curveball. I didn't even know this guy was on the ballot. Coming straight from the Newark Niconics. In the Open Division, played for the Alaskan All-Stars the previous season. The one, the only, Trippy. Absolutely dominating the Open Division, having 46 goals. On his 14 games played, he's made 279 passes, if you can believe that. But Trippy being the 4th player and solidifying the roster for the Yosemite Bobcats. Rambum being the captain, Jabu, Pinkso, and Trippy, of course, capping that one out. A solid 4-man. I'm going to be interested to see how these guys do in their group. And it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to this with high anticipations. And good luck to Trippy and company on the Yosemite Bobcats here. And yeah, we move on. Round number 3 yet to be completed. As we keep it rolling, we keep it scrolling. 43rd pick, going to the Chico Chimps. The 11th in the 3rd round. Wendy's Cashier, having already picked up Crooks and Green, looking to get a little Pittsburgh action in their pocket. He played the previous 2 seasons in Rebound, finding us through friends. I can't remember what his story was. But from the Pittsburgh Spinners, the one, the only, Cheese, coming to town. Crooks already calling it out. He knows what's good. And Cheese coming to the Chico Chimps. Wendy's Cashier, Crooks, Green, and Cheese being the finalized roster for the Chico Chimps. Gonna be interesting. I don't know what to expect, I'm going to be honest with you. But Cheese from the Pittsburgh Spinners, of course, last season having 40 goals on his 18 games played in the Challenger Division, something that you can't snuff at. Cheese, of course, playing a kind of a hybrid position. He plays where he's needed, and I think he's going to be a great substitution position for his team. Congratulations on the 43rd overall pick. Cheese, you're going to the Chico Chimps. But to continue on, I don't know what happened here. I honestly could not tell you. Cheese so good he's getting picked twice. Doing it live. I don't know how it went so smoothly up until this very pick. What pick are we on? 44? Yeah, so far in the draft pick, we got 4, 5, how many picks left? 4 picks left? 5 picks left. Boston Barrage, San Jose Surge, the Brooklyn Bandits, the Astronaut in the Ocean, followed by the Miami Vice. It's going to be interesting. Derek, of course, having a lot to think about here in the pick. Who's he going to go with? Who's he going to pick? Nobody knows? Nobody knows unless somebody leaked it. Which is a possibility. It's very, very, very likely that could have actually happened. But who's to say? But for the Boston Barrage, Derek, Bray, Jazea, already on the ballot for the Boston Barrage. The one, the only, playing both East and West. He's made himself known across the board. You know his name. You've seen him in lobby chat. Messiah, congratulations, going 3rd round overall. Made your 44th pick known. Boston Barrage picking him up with stride. Looking to get a little gas to the pedal. Messiah, absolutely a fiend out there on the ice. He's not stopping anytime soon, and we'll see what happens. Sorry if that clap went through the microphone. I forgot I'm not allowed to clap. So Derek, Bray, Jazea, and of course Messiah. The solidified roster of the Boston Barrage, looking to do it and looking to do it well. We only have 4 more picks. Who's gonna make it? Who's not gonna make it? Man. Oh my gosh. But K-Spire, a lot on his plate, a lot of things to think about. K-Spire already having a solid roster. The former Sinaloa Heat player Timmy, alongside with the Philadelphia Piglet Dave. He's got a roster that can tower a mountain. And for the San Jose Surge, their 3rd round pick, the 45th overall, the 14th of the 3rd round, the one, the only, Sports Fan 122008. I don't know how else to say that, but congratulations, Sports Fan. You've gone the 3rd round to the San Jose Surge. Everybody doesn't know what's going on. Everybody's celebrating. Champagne has been popped. Sports coming in clutch. But congratulations to the San Jose Surge. Good luck in the Draft Cup here this evening. The solidified roster for the San Jose Surge, the captain, K-Spire, followed by Timmy, Dave, and Sports Fan. Gonna be a good one, gonna be a fun one. And we are down to our final 3 picks. I was hoping this song was gonna be kind of neat, but you know, this is kind of like detective music. I don't know how I feel about this. We're down to our last 3. Who's it gonna be? The Brooklyn Bandits, the Astronaut in the Ocean, the Miami Vice, the final 3 picks. Who's good? What's gonna happen? Hugh Silver and Donut. Who's gonna be the 4th guy? The Brooklyn Bandits looking to just tag on even more roster spots. What's gonna happen? Who's gonna say? What's gonna do? What? Sorry, I'm a little excited. I've had a little too much caffeine in my system, but What? Coming from the Ocean City Tsunamis, played in the Open Division last season, only played 1 season on Rebound. I think you all know who it is. From the Watermelon Gang, Khan. Congratulations on being the 3rd pick for the Brooklyn Bandits, the 46th overall. Everybody's pogging in the chat. Everyone's celebrating Khan's going to Brooklyn. Q Silver and Donut and Khan, your final 4 for the Brooklyn Bandits. Congratulations to the roster, everybody that was picked. And good luck in the Draft Cup here as we look forward to these next 2 weeks in Rebound. But as the draft continues, we're down to our final 2 picks in the 3rd round. Only 2 more people get to pass into the Holy Land. But this guy, nobody saw this coming. It's a blindside. He's the next Panarin. Joining the Astronaut in the Ocean, Mace, Valo, Kushmama, their 4th. 2 Chains. Congratulations, 2 Chains. You've gone on the 47th overall pick, 15th in the 3rd round. Making yourself at home. Your jersey will be in the mail. Contact Mace for any of the shipping details, etc. Blah, 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 blah. Mace, Valo, Kushmama, 2 Chains. Our finalized roster for the Astronaut in the Ocean. Good luck on the season. Good luck on the next 2 weeks. I wish you much fortune and much winning. And etc. I don't know. I ran out of calling cards. But the final pick to be had. Nobody knows what to do with this. Nobody knows who's going to be. Nobody has any idea who this last pick can be. It could be anybody. Maybe it could be Young Hades. Maybe it could be Less Than Dennis. Rodeo having a lot on his plate. Already picking Jugi and Laugh Track, 2 solid players. Has another pick in his back pocket for the Miami Vice. Rodeo making the selection of the one, the only, Henry. Coming out clutch, joining us next season. And he's looking to make a name for himself out there on the ice with this draft pick. It's going to be interesting. But congratulations, and that solidifies the last pick of the draft. The Miami Vice finalizes roster being Rodeo, Jugi, Laugh Track, and Henry. What's going to happen? Who's going to say who's going to win? There's a lot of interesting picks out there on the ice. And a lot of questions left out there on the ballot. But to skim back over the first, I guess the 3 rounds, I only took an hour and a half. That was pretty close to my estimate. First round picks. Everybody's calling card for this one looked to be Blue being stolen away from the Maui Monkeys 1 pick prior. Everybody lost it with that one. Of course, you know, the first 3 picks being big names. Probably going to be the carries of their team. But Pug Stars picking up DG Blue from the West Coast. He's an absolute monster. Going to be crashing the crease a lot. And one of the picks that nobody really thinks about is Valo going 15th. I think Valo's going to do very well with Mace and company for the astronauts in the ocean. You know, everybody in the first round is essential to their team's construct, and we're looking forward to this one as we progress. Second round picks: Cherries, Cameron, Rasp, Walster, Renard, Hotwing, Gubby, Cape, Brutal, Pink, Green, Jazea, Dave, Donut, Kush Mama, and Laugh Track. I'm looking for the... I really want to rig how we do the groups. I don't have any say in how the groups are settled. But if I did have to set the groups, I would want the Orlando Otters and the Astronauts in the Ocean to be in the same group. But I probably won't get my pick. Yeah, Team Spleen looking pretty interesting. Rasp, Dynamite, followed along by Spleen. And then in the third round, of course, they picked up Seaman. 4 solid players. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Of course, all of the 16 of these teams still have 1 more roster slot if they want to use them. Shoot, I forgot. I'm sorry, Kyler. Oh, me and Kyler, we had something lined up, but I completely just forgot about it. I'm sorry. Oh man, I really wanted to do it too. That's unfortunate. Me and Kyler, we're gonna meme on everybody that the Miami Vice picked up Kyler in the last round. But I just completely forgot about it. I was so like tunnel visioned on who the last pick was gonna be. Man, that would have been great. But yeah, these are your rosters. There's a few players that didn't go from the Challenger Division. Echo, Zach Master, Tetsu, Pino, Tyler.exe, not able to get picked up in the draft. Maybe they'll be signed on as a free agent. From the Intermediate Division, we had Pizzazz, Silver Eye, Brewski, just to name a few. MVM less than Dennis. Orange, not picked up neither. Then, of course, C-Max, very decent player, plays the 2 position. Not picked up from the Intermediate Division. And then nobody picked up Young Hades. I was looking forward to seeing Young Hades play. But, yeah, Young Hades not picked up from the Master Division. Gerald from the Contenders Cup not picked up either. A few players that I was expecting to make a team but didn't. And then, yeah, we'll see how the next few days go. Of course, we have trades open. If 2 captains and the players agree on a trade, it will happen. If that does come to be, we'll handle that in tickets. And, yeah. If captains do sign up a player, just notify, like, me, Walster, or Noxy. We'll get it all squared away on the site. But, yeah, keep an eye on the website for the grouping. Of course, the first week being a round-robin style of play. 4 groups, 4 teams in each group. We'll see how it goes. That'll be the first week going from Wednesday to Sunday. Matches start on the 14th. They end on the Sunday. And then after that, we'll be looking at more of the top 2 of each of these groups as they make the playoffs. We'll be following them into a bracket, much like a professional playoffs. Top 2 of each division making it. Not sure how we're going to do seeding quite yet. We'll have to take a look at that whenever it comes time. But all of these games will be a best of 3 series, and then the final is a best of 5 to dictate who's going to be the captain, who's going to be the wheelbearer, the champion. I don't know what to call it. Champion of the SPL July Draft Cup. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Congratulations, Henry, on the last draft pick. But we're gonna see what happens. I don't know how Dennis didn't get picked up. But like, come on. Honestly. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm highly anticipating this next few weeks. I don't know how much of this we're going to be casting. I don't know how many casters are going to be available to cast the games. There's 24 round-robin games. I'm going to pick up as many as I possibly can. I'm probably going to do all of playoffs. If not all of playoffs from the quarterfinals onward, that's definitely going to get streamed. Yeah. Pino did not get picked. He's going to go cry himself to sleep tonight. Make sure to lock your doors, Pino. I know how you be sometimes. Yeah. It'll be interesting. I don't know what else to say. Will be interesting. There's a finalized... Okay, let me check the lobby chat then. Alright, well, this is the, link in the lobby chat. Well, it's like a fade out kind of thing. Hang on. Let me bring this back. I didn't have it set up right. That's my fault. Desktop capture. Will you see anything whenever I do this? I don't know. We're gonna find out. But this is the Google Sheet. Anybody can look at this. You know, you get round 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. There's all your picks on the same screen. Can I zoom in? There you have it. Me, Noxu, and Walster will get everything squared away on the site, all the rosters, etc. over the next few hours, and then we'll do seeding whenever we do seeding. We still got a few days to work it out. It's still Sunday. Matches don't start until Wednesday, so keep your eye on. I don't. Are we gonna announce it? I don't know what we're doing. Where's the bribe list? That's what I'm talking about. Me and Infidel looking to get on a roster, but you got to do what you got to do. You know, $20 is $20, etc. Yeah. Good luck on the teams. Good luck throughout the playoffs. Yeah, there's all your teams, there's all your players. It's gonna be interesting. I'm excited, even if I don't play. But yeah, thank you all for tuning into the draft. I'm pretty sure this might be our highly viewed stream, even like including playoffs. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. The support's appreciated. Hope you guys enjoyed the slides. I worked 4 days on this, and it didn't even work. It worked smoother than I thought it was going to. Not gonna say. How does free agency work? I don't know. It's Captain. If he wants to pick up a free agent, he'll DM. If not, you know, it is what it is. The top name on each of the teams, those are your captains. If you want to look at the draft order, here's all the captains of the teams. And yeah, if you're interested in free agency, everyone has the amount of free players that are still out there on the docket. So if you get contacted by a captain, you know, you get a little tryout, maybe a little passity. And yeah, I don't know. Honestly don't really know. Yeah, if a captain wants to pick up a free agent, they don't have to. But if a captain wants to pick up a free agent, they just DM me, DM Noxu, DM Walster. We'll get it squared away. But yeah, we'll get everything on the site squared away, etc. over the next few hours, few days maybe. But yeah, sports fan, with the biggest next coming up, everyone says he's the next rodeo. We're gonna find out as the tournament goes on. Maybe the birth of a star was made tonight. Yeah. Thank you for tuning into the Draft Cup. We'll get everything squared away here shortly. By shortly, I mean it's 2 to 3 business days. Yeah, thank you for tuning into the SPL Network. I'm Darth. We'll get this one rocking and rolling here before you know it. I'm excited. Hope you are excited as well. But thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next broadcast.